Oh, yeah. Let me get that one out. Bro, we should sample our own fucking beer cans, bro. You hear how crisp that sounded?
That was a nice open.
I know, right?
That gives new definition to the term cold open, which we are on. This is a cold open, ladies and gentlemen. Cold open. It's always a cold open on the Pillaging Podcast live stream.
Hell yeah.
For those of you just now joining us, any one of the 7 of you waiting for this to start. Yeah. This is how we do it. This is an uncut feed of the show, so you're going to see and hear all of the unedited portions. So there's going to be some downtime during the show, at which point we encourage you to chat. We encourage you to chat all show long.
That's right. That's right.
And interact with us. We got notes over here. I got to bop around the screen a little bit, but we like to look over here at the chat. Shorty, what's up? Cheers. Cheers to you, Shorty.
Cheers, Shorty.
Cheers.
Chelas. Chelas.
Che's over here drinking. We got to do that too. We got to do Chelas con Che. We'll be right at the end of our intro segment. Actually, it'd be right at the beginning of our intro segment. That's how we start the show now, right, Che?
That's right.
All right. So if you guys are ready, we're ready. We're going to start the show.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, Devin. We're back. What's up, Bobby Wasabi?
Bobby!
Sorry I didn't get to you this weekend, but we're going to link up soon.
If you come out this next weekend, bro, it's the great meetup, man. Be there.
It is. All right, let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Just kidding. Let's get it started. Oh.
No.
That's that hammer, though.
The hammer's okay, bro. Just don't go,
That's that hammer,
Black Eyed Peas on me with Fergie, bro. Okay, don't go Black Eyed Peas with Fergie on me.
That national anthem remix, though. Did you hear that one? Did you hear that one?
I didn't hear but I know you're talking about the national anthem that she sang.
Well, so her ex-husband called out Dre in an interview saying he was kind of a prick for laughing during the anthem.
Oh, yeah.
He wished he had apologized.
I saw that.
So the very next night after the Warriors waxed, I forget who it was.
The Warriors did, or was it just Draymond?
They showed the locker room and they're all dancing to the remix of the anthem that somebody did.
I heard something about that, but I didn't actually see it. I didn't see it.
I got to play you that.
Yeah, we'll have
the
to
remix.
That'll be at the break. Shit. That was kind of ridiculous, though. She was.
That was really bad.
Fucking rocker, bro.
That was really bad. All right.
I was laughing too. I was on the couch watching that shit.
Well, at least now everybody knows what I already knew. Fergie can't sing. We already knew that. All right. Here we go. You're listening to the Pillaging Podcast, companion podcast to PillagingJustForFun.com. That's PJ4F.com, the number 1 podcast in Raider Nation. Tune in every week wherever podcasts are found. Call in and leave a message to be played on air at 408-909-PJFF. This episode brought to you by Creative Media Design Studio. Check them out at CreativeMediaMonterey.com. It's time to pillage another podcast. I'm your host, Kenny Stapler. Welcome back, Che.
Yeah, we're back. We're back, people. We're back up in the crow's nest. Yeah, it feels good.
Just a quick announcement before we get started. I say at the beginning of every show, and sadly it's going to change. I say at the beginning of every show that's brought to you by Creative Media Design Studio. Unfortunately, Creative Media Design Studio has shut their doors and will no longer be an official sponsor of this podcast. But they will remain to be very close friends of ours.
Near and dear to our hearts.
They were close friends of ours before they were sponsors. So that's going to continue. They're the dudes that are responsible for our logo design and our T-shirts. So that's bad news. Good news is Tony will probably keep working with me on logo designs in the future. And the good news is DC4L Custom Tees has agreed to carry our logo and sell our shirts for us.
That's dope.
So you'll continue to get shirts. And with no disrespect to Tony and Steve, they are a small operation, but DC4L got a little bit bigger merchandising, or I should say manufacturing muscle underneath them. So if you're interested in ordering a shirt, if you haven't already, you want to get some new ones, or you want to pick up the old design or whatever,
right?
You get a lot faster through DC4L. And, again, that's no knock on my friends. They were basically making every T-shirt to order.
Yeah.
And so now it'll be a little bit quicker. But we're sad to see them go, mainly because that was their project. That was their side project.
Yeah.
And but they're gonna still be doing some low key work with local businesses and so forth. So if you're out here in the Bay Area and you need some shirts for your softball team or your company picnic or whatever it is, make sure you still hit them up. Use the email. I don't know. I'm sure they're still checking it, but we say goodbye.
What's it? It's so hard to say goodbye.
And we will try to keep the same pricing on the shirts.
Yeah.
It's hopefully not getting more pricey, maybe even a little bit cheaper.
Hey, by the way, we still have a couple boxfuls of t-shirts. So
oh yeah.
So make it out to the tailgate.
Yeah.
We still got those t-shirts.
Well, it's not like they're not selling shit. They're not full.
No, they're not full, but I'm saying we still got some boxes with some t-shirts.
We do.
So if you really are desperate for that t-shirt in this time of transition, come out to the tailgate.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are you going to do? Watch the game? Come get a t-shirt.
Oh, that sound. You know what it means. It's time for Chelas con Che. What are we drinking tonight, Che?
A lot. I'm just
everything.
We're drinking this Founders All Day IPA. This is a session ale, y'all. And, who am I to argue? They said all day, so that's what I've been doing.
All day.
All day.
Day.
Day. But they sell this beautiful beverage in a pack of 15, bro.
A 15-pack?
A 15-pack.
They're changing the game, dog.
They changed the game, bro. They threw in 3 extra beers, bro.
That's great.
It's just for you.
So if you got 3 friends, if there's 3 of you, that's 5 beers each.
I want you guys to stop and ask yourselves, how many times have you gotten to the end of the 12-pack and said, man, I wish I had a few more beers?
Every time.
Every time, right?
Because if you got to the end of it, you're already in that mood.
That's it, right?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So they thought ahead and they said, let's give them those 3 extra beers, bro.
There's 2 beer drinking moods. There's I'm going to have a couple beers.
Yeah.
And there's I'm going to have all the beers.
Yeah. I'm usually in the second one.
I usually start in the first class.
Yeah.
But once I start, it's so hard to stop.
Yeah. Then you slowly slide into the second class, bro.
You got really excited when I broke that down. But yes, folks, we're back. We're back. We have not quit on you. We have not quit on our team.
Yeah.
The Raiders Podcast Network.
That's right.
And we have not been traded.
No, we haven't. You can't trade me. I got a no trade clause, Kenny.
Just when ladies tried, they made me an offer.
Yeah, they did.
I said no. I said he's not available.
No. Off the market. Sorry, ladies.
But yeah, we had to take some time off, some personal time, some family time.
Yeah.
Some good, some bad. I won't go into it. And that's personal stuff. But I do want to say thank you to everybody that reached out to us and made sure that we were okay.
Yeah.
Because not only that, it just kind of been on a social media hiatus. Work's been crazy. You know how I feel about the crying.
Uh-huh.
You've been on hiatus too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Same reasons?
Same reasons, bro.
Same reasons.
I can't deal with it, man. I'd rather just go a little bit dormant for a while, But I'm still here. My spirit's still here. It ain't gone.
Right.
I ain't gone.
It might be time to take some time off to mourn the death of the Raiders.
Maybe. It might be. It might be.
Yow.
You should have a sound effect right now. Why don't you have a sound effect
some taps
cued right now, man? Some like organ playing or something, bro. Like, Jesus. We need to mourn for real.
We should have taps playing, right? I mean,
oh man, damn.
This team's officially dead, correct?
Well, this season is officially dead, right? And some of the majority of these players on this team too, bro. Damn.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are getting that. Trying to play some taps for you guys over here, but But yeah, I mean it's a rough time. It's a rough time for Raider Nation.
Yes, it is.
And it is time to mourn this season and put it to rest officially.
It's done. It's done, son. It's done.
I was a rough edit. On the fly. On the fly. Well, what the hell?
Yeah, we just try to give you what you want.
So
Try to give you what you need.
in the meantime, I did not stop watching football, and I did not stop going to games. In the last 2 weeks, you and I held it down. You were over at the Colts game.
You're fucking right.
I want to shout out to G. Paul Rader and his crew.
Yeah. Hey, and by the way, I want to shout out to G. Paul Rader and his crew also and say I'm sorry that I didn't get a chance to meet you guys in person. This game was kind of dedicated to my girl, and being a family man that I am, we just couldn't leave the baby for that amount of time. So I didn't get a chance to tailgate at all. We got there after the game had actually started.
Yeah.
Because we were running late. So my apology. Bring your khakis, yo.
It's got the look and feel of a Target. It does not smell like popcorn.
Does it have the sales?
Yes, there was a giant Raiders fire sale going on when I showed up. I was expecting more out of the stadium. No personality, really no frills, real basic, clean, wide open, easily accessible, but I mean, just nothing special, man. Nothing at all. For the price those guys are paying for season tickets over there, they're getting ripped off. The product they have on the field also to get ripped off. We're getting our money's worth. I mean, we're having a hearty bellyache. Even after that game, man, I went back with some friends, a couple Niner fans in the mix, and they were gloating and stuff. Well, you're 2-7,
Right.
Let's just chill out.
I mean, that's cool. I was at the store the other day and I had on a Raiders shirt, and dude in front of me had a fucking 49er balloon. He was like buying a birthday balloon, right? And he had a 49er balloon.
I thought he was just walking around with the balloon.
No, he had a 49er balloon. He was about to pay for it. He was at the register. I was right behind him. He turns around and he looks at my shirt and he smiles. And he looks up at me and he says, "Sorry." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you apologizing to me for, bro? What the fuck are you talking about?" You acted like I just lost somebody or something. Listen, I'm a Raider fan through and through.
Yeah.
Through and through, bro. It doesn't matter. You think if my team gets blown out, I'm just going to stop wearing my shit? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck out of here. I'm going to wear my shirt, my hat. I'm still rocking it.
Did you tell him you don't have to apologize to me? I'm not you.
I just said, I didn't really know how to respond. I just kind of was like, all right.
Okay.
So you're okay. Enjoy it. Like I almost told him, "Hey, well, thank you guys for taking yourselves out of the running for the number 1 draft pick." But yeah.
I mean,
what it is.
It was said going into the game, right? The winners of that game was going to be the loser of that game.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the seeding later on and how I think it's more of a curse than it is a blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but you know what? This is how I look at it.
Raiders got big dick problems right now. Is what I'm trying to say.
Here's how I look at it. Right, we got 3 number 1 draft picks. I think it's safe to say that Bears pick isn't going to be as high as we initially thought it would be, right? Or at least as high as the coaching staff and general manager believed it would be.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, it's kind of us to fucking rescue having a higher draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we're not happy about how we're going about getting that higher draft pick, but it is what it is. The Cowboys, I don't see how they're gonna fucking do worse with an Amari Cooper than they've been doing. So it's really on us it's really our responsibility to get a higher draft pick with our very own pick, not the ones we traded for.
Yeah. And it's between us, the Giants, and of course the 49ers, who probably won't run the table. Just a hot take. But a little bit about my experience.
Oh, Nick so-and-so isn't the second coming of Joe Montana?
Yeah, Nick Mullins. He looked really good. You had wide receivers running wide open all day. In the fourth quarter, they were bringing fans down from the stands, giving them a shot. Yeah. It was pretty cool. I thought that was a good marketing thing, fourth quarter.
You want to run some routes?
Yeah.
You want to run some routes?
Section 137, row 15, seat number 5. Come on down.
What position you play? Tight end? Let's go, bro.
Overall, the mood there, not very exciting. Didn't feel like a big deal at all.
There's a lot of empty fucking seats, bro. How are you gonna how's the excitement gonna show? I looked at this TV screen because I went to a friend's house. He had it on. He's like, "Come over, let's watch the game." I was like, "All right, I guess." we went over there, and then he had it on, and he was like, "Oh, it's sold out, huh?" And I was like, "Fuck no, it's not sold out." I was like, "Those are red seats, bro.
Yeah.
Those aren't actual people." And then it showed a close up of the field, and he was like, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
you're fucking right.
Yeah.
There's nobody sitting there." I was like, "Yeah, those are red seats."
Yeah, it was empty. You know, the tailgate was packed. I kind of walked through the tailgate close to kickoff, and then I wanted to get in the stadium a little early to check it out. You know, the tailgate was packed, man. So I thought, okay, a lot of people weren't packing up, so they're just getting in late. I waited, and it had never filled up.
Nah.
I spent about the second half down on the lower level. It was where our friends were. They had back row seats. We just hung out behind there and watched a little bit closer. We just moved down. Nobody really tripping because there was just no one there. Like I said, I wanted to check out the stadium. I know there's like some cool things in there supposedly for like Niner fans and stuff. I just wanted to see it. Just, we got the new stadium coming up. I wanted to check out a new stadium.
Right. Compare and contrast.
I couldn't find none of that stuff, dude. I think, unless you're VIP or a season ticket holder, just not there for you. I don't know. I don't know where it was. I wasn't going to look too hard, bro. I mean, I am a Raider fan.
You're fucking right, you are.
So I was just, kind of just walked around. Food was cool. It was real basic, dude.
Yep.
Real boring. A lot of shit talking going on. But what I saw was a lot of Raider fans walking with Niner fans, just like, I'm a fan, you're a fan, we're friends, let's go. And that was cool. I mean, you saw a lot of fights in the stands, but the overall mood there was pretty chill.
That's good.
It was pretty chill.
That's good. I mean, it's let's keep it realistic, man. Come on now. No one's paying us to go to fucking war for these teams.
No.
We're paying these teams to go to war for us, and our team isn't doing it.
If you got arrested getting into a fight with an opposing fan, you played yourself.
You played yourself, bro.
Because they don't give a shit.
Played yourself. Hey, listen, I've been on the verge. I get angry, and I will speak up. But I'm not dumb enough to cross the fucking line, right? I'll argue with you. Don't get me wrong. Don't think you're gonna say some shit in front of me, and I'm just gonna fucking sit there and take it. That's not gonna happen. All right, Rams fan, you remember that. But that's as far as like actually coming to blows or fighting over it, I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Come on now.
Absolutely ridiculous.
You're better than that, Raider fan. You're better than that.
Yeah. So, we take 2 weeks off, and then this is the shit that we come back to, right? I mean, that teaches us a lesson, and never take that kind of time.
Yeah, sure. Blame it on that.
I want to take a moment to plug our great Pillager meetup next week.
Yeah.
I won't say this is an exclusive meetup, but this is mainly for our bloggers, the guys that have been blogging with us for the last 10 years or so. One game a year, we usually get together at the Oakland Coliseum, and this might be the last time that we get to do it. We may come back next year. It's starting to feel that might happen.
It's a possibility. Yep.
It's starting to swing back that direction, but we're going to treat this as the last meetup because we're not sure if it is or not. So we had about 30 confirmed. I know a few people have fallen off that list, but if you're a listener and you want to come by and you just really want to check out what our community is all about and see how big it is and where these people come from, I definitely encourage you to come by, stop by the booth, say what's up.
Hell yeah.
Che and I, we get busy, man. If we're in the middle of the show, we're going to try to get you on air. We got a mic there for the Raider Nation that wants to get on air.
Hell yeah.
And we'll talk to you that way. And if we're off the air, hang out and we'll clink beers with you all afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
It's busy. We don't get much time to do that, man.
We're going to get out there early, y'all.
Yeah.
We're going to be out there early. Hell yeah.
So we be set up. Those of you that are listening that are coming, that are from the blog, that have already RSVP'd, we wanted to provide food for everyone. We're going to do our best to provide food, myself and Dirt Lot, and or our crew and Dirt Lot's crew. We're going to bring some food out there. We don't know if we can cover everybody, so we're asking that if you're coming out, at least bring something for yourself to drink.
Right.
And then maybe bring a bag of chips or something. I understand if you're traveling in, you're flying in, you don't really want to be walking around with a side of beef.
Right.
Cool. But if you can, stop by the market, pick up a bag of chips, pick up a case of beer.
Yeah.
Something like that. We'll have coolers out there.
Some pork rinds.
Chicharrones. Some rones.
Some chicharrones.
Bring something out, a little something to contribute. If you can. If you can't, man, just bring yourself, man. Just show up.
Hell yeah.
Well, just throwing it out there because we're not sure actually what the number is right now because a lot of people, man, the interest is waning. Now, where I've gotten on your case about that before, I will say this. If you are traveling or you're buying tickets to like myself, I bought tickets to the Battle of the Bay that was not cheap. I traveled out to Denver this year. That was not cheap, But at that time, when I made that trip, the season was young.
Right.
Hope was in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, if you're traveling out of state, you're coming in from the middle of the country. You're going to fly in from, I don't know, let's just say Nebraska, and you're going to try to go to this Raiders game, and you're going to drop a couple G's, and you're going to bring your family and your hotel room and a rental car and your Uber and your game ticket, and and you need to cancel. At this point, I understand that you don't want to make an investment in a team that's not willing to invest in itself.
That's right.
That part I get. If you do come, I will hold you to staying at the stadium.
Hell yeah.
Until the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I got to confess.
Yeah. I
left Levi Stadium a tad early.
Oh, yeah.
I did so because all those fights were happening about 50 feet from where I'm standing. So I turned to my lady and my friends and said, this shit's getting ugly.
Yeah.
We should probably get the fuck out of Dodge.
Right.
There was like 90 seconds left in the game. So we boned out.
Yeah.
So I'm guilty of that myself, I guess.
Hey, man.
But it started to get, it was chill until the end.
Yeah.
And then it started to get pretty ugly.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. You got some anger. Some anger. Definitely anger from Raider fans, right?
Yeah.
And there's some shit talking, picking at people's, pushing buttons from the Niner fans. So it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. But I respect that. You got you got to do what's right for the safety of your lady, bro. Okay? Yeah. You never put the fucking Raiders before your lady.
Now,
saying that.
Technically, that game was over in the first quarter.
Exactly. So even more so.
I could have left then.
You could have.
But I didn't.
But you didn't.
No.
You stuck it out.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, the score was what it was when you left, right?
Yeah, I got myself an extra order of garlic fries. Jenny Lynn would be excited to hear that I actually ate some French fries. She believes I don't eat French fries. And that's just not the case, Jenny.
Why?
French fries are delicious because of my diet, man. Because of my meal plan.
Well, you just went back on it hardcore. You said so.
Yeah.
Maybe you won't be eating French fries from this point forward. No. But at the game, I mean, come on.
Fries are delicious.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Game day calories don't count. Everybody knows that.
Shit.
Just like road trip calories don't count either.
It's like the holidays, bro. You got to take a time out off of your fucking. You cannot survive the holidays on a diet. Come on, now let's be realistic.
I did it 2 years in a row, and then last year I said, you know what? Because I do a lot of baking during the holidays.
I know you do.
The sheer willpower to not eat one of my own pies. And I've sat there with the entire tin and just dug in before.
Yeah.
Just the tin and a fork because ain't nobody else here. And I made it. It is mine.
This is mine.
Get your hands off my pie.
By pie makers for pie makers.
Get your hands out of my pocket. Man, do you think it's time to start the podcast yet?
Right.
The Raiders have cut Bruce Irvin, the pass rusher, I should say the former pass rusher, exits with 3 sacks, 4 QB hits, and 1 forced fumble in the season. Irvin's $8.25 million salary this season ranks 4th on the team behind quarterback Derek Carr at $25 million and guards KO and Gabe Jackson both at $10.5 million, according to Spot Track. Next year, I believe the updated number on Spot Track, close to $79 million in cap space. Put a pin on that. We're going to come back to that a little bit later.
It's quick hits.
Amari Cooper was dealt to the Dallas Cowboys during our break.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good deal. You got a guy that hasn't been performing for a variety of reasons.
And I want to revisit something because 2 weeks ago on the last show we did Chester Dramas, and we talked about if we envisioned having traded Amari Cooper. I just want to say that we made it through that week.
Yeah, we did.
Without trading him.
We did. He
so I wasn't necessarily wrong.
Technically was not traded during the bye week.
Yeah, and then I said, we'll revisit this question in a week or so.
So here we are.
And here we are.
Cooper's gone. Bruce Irvin's gone. I honestly, both guys, we did them both a favor. My friend Steve texted me the other day. He was like, how are they going to do Bruce like that? I'm like, dog, they did him a favor.
Bruce didn't want to be here, bro. I mean, come on now.
No. He'll be in New England probably in about a week.
Bruce was not happy with the situation. I don't think he was happy to see his little big bro go. And it's been showing all season, bro. Yeah. I mean, let's not lie to ourselves about it.
Yeah.
He was doing, there was lots of good, reports about him being, a good veteran leader / coach to the young guys. But I think when it came down to the actual play, he just couldn't get his emotions out of the way to actually do his job, and that's just facts. And you know what? I'm not mad at you, Bruce.
No.
I might feel just as upset as you, bro.
I think he was gaming for the first 4 games. You can see it, and then the Denver game, showed up on film. Obviously, the elevation there and all that played in. Everyone was gassing out at the end of that game, but nevertheless, it showed up that day.
Yeah,
we started seeing that GIF go around. And then the losing continues. We win against Cleveland, so it's a little bit of a spike there. But the season's pretty much over at that point. And you're a Clippers fan or a Lakers fan, whatever side of the rivalry you're on. It's a crosstown rivalry. It's
right.
It's a bridge series, and A's Giants
It was a bridge series.
So that was your point when we started the show today. Before we started the show,
yeah,
that this is not the final battle of the Bay.
It's not the fucking. How is it the final battle of the Bay? When there's no bay, bro. There's no bridge. We're not crossing the bridge to play each other. Okay? We're going on the 801 down to the fucking 101.
880.
Or the 880, my bad.
Yeah.
The 880 down to the 101 to fucking Santa Clara, bro.
Yeah. Hey, Alviso though, bro. Alviso.
This is the fucking highway. The battle of the highway,
Hey,
bro.
Alviso's right there, bro.
Come on, man.
That's one little finger of the Bay. One little finger.
Okay.
I'm in the Bay. We're in my town. There's no water here, but I'm 15 minutes from the beach. So I'm in the Bay.
All right.
I'm in the last town in the Bay Area. So it is what
All
it is.
right. Hey, listen, there's lots of bays around close by within driving distance, but there is no actual bay between these two cities.
No.
I'm just saying. Between these two cities, there is none. And San Francisco, you're not San Francisco anymore. You're Santa Clara. You're the Santa Clara Niners. You may never change your name, but that's who you are. That's what your stadium says. That's where you're at. That's your location, bro.
Yeah. Sponsored by Target.
That's right.
Expect more, pay less.
Target. Your sign outside says Levi's, but everyone in there is sporting Target.
Yeah. It would be cool if the seats were all made out of denim.
Right? That actually would be
Some
dope,
extra
bro.
pockets on the side. Be nice and cozy.
Some fucking carpenter pants on your chair. Oh man.
Here's my thoughts now because of where we're at and how the scheduling works is this may not be the final battle of the Bay. It could happen next year. So as you guys know, you play your division twice, which is good for 6 games. Mm-hmm. And then you play an out-of-conference division in its entirety. This year we're playing the NFC West.
Right.
You play an in-conference division in its entirety, which is the AFC North. Mm-hmm. So that's another 8 games. 8 plus 6, that's 14.
Yeah.
You got 2 more games left on the schedule. You play one AFC team and one NFC team that has a similar record as yours, which tells me that next year there's a likelihood that we play San Francisco again or the New York Giants.
It's true.
And being that we played the Giants last year at home, I'm guessing that's a road game, which will probably be my away game next year. If we're playing the Giants in New York, I'm going and you're coming with me, Che.
Fuck, let's do that.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
That's a great
I go out
idea.
there see my boy. What's up, Jay?
Yeah.
You want to come to a Giants game? You're not a football fan, but you can come to a Giants game.
Yep.
Fuck it.
Baby will be old enough to spend the weekend with grandma. You bring your lady.
That's true.
I'll bring my lady.
That's true.
I think.
Hey, man. Now you're talking. You're cooking with fucking lard, bro.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like my English teacher used to say, you're cooking with some motherfucking lard, bro.
Hey. That's how I
By
cook.
the way, just to go back real quick, because it's not officially a battle of the Bay, we won the last battle of the Bay. Oh, hot take.
To be fair, that was not your stance 3 weeks ago.
No, was it?
But I like it. I like it. The long-standing tradition of making backup QBs look like Hall of Famers continues in Raider Nation when another QB with the first name Nick torched our team on primetime television.
Nick so-and-so.
Yep. Nick Mullins, Nick Foles,
Nick so-and-so.
Nick so-and-so. Injuries, no pass rush, and underperforming, nicked up offensive line continue to plague the Oakland Raiders.
Yep.
And Brent Musburger is a habitual line stepper. If he had the amount of spice in his broadcast
Oh, shit.
as he has in his last tweet, I might actually listen to his broadcast.
Right.
Offensive content aside.
Right.
I don't know if anybody saw this, so I'm sure they did, but maybe not all of you. I'll reset it really quick. Senator Warren had mentioned some time ago, not too distant past, that she has Native Americans in her heritage. And I believe she even did like the 23andMe blood test, which I think...
I just did that not too long ago too, bro.
Yeah, I got thoughts on that. But this is not a DNA podcast. And recently, there was a picture of Trump, and we had some natives in full headdress behind him. And he took that picture and he captioned on Twitter, "Hey, look, Senator Warren's relatives are sitting behind Donald Trump." That's not cool, Brent.
Nope.
That's not cool.
Not at all, bro.
And remember who you work for. This flaming dumpster fire we call the Oakland Raiders has actually done a lot for the Native American community.
Yeah.
And all people of color and genders.
Mm-hmm.
And you're out of line.
You fucked up, son.
You fucked up.
Yep.
Fact.
It's a perfect segue.
Perfect segue.
To Silver and Black Facts, brought to you every week by Pro Football Focus. Make sure you follow PFF_Raiders for all their stats and Silver and Black insight. That is PFF_Raiders on Twitter. Thanks again to our buddy Michael over there for sending us some stats. First off, Oakland Raiders rookie tackle Brandon Parker played 41 snaps at right tackle against Santa Clara, and allowed 1 sack and 5 total pressures and 24 pass block snaps. For the season, Parker ranked 74th of 76 qualifying tackles with a 44.8 grade.
Fact.
Raiders center Rodney Hudson did not allow a pressure in 34 pass block snaps in Week 9 and has allowed 0 pressures in 7 of 8 games this season. For the year, Hudson's 80.5 overall grade ranks second amongst centers, and his 89.1 pass blocking grade ranks first.
Damn right.
Fact.
Oakland linebacker Tyre Whitehead was targeted 4 times in coverage in Week 9 and allowed 4 receptions for 101 yards and 1 touchdown. For the season, Whitehead has surrendered 23 catches on 26 targets for 405 yards and 7 touchdowns and a perfect passer rating when targeted of 158.3.
Fact.
This is where I got to eat my big steaming pile of crow. Because at the beginning of the year, I was excited about Tyre Whitehead.
We both were.
Yeah.
We both were.
I didn't think this guy was going to be a Pro Bowler, but I thought he was going to be that lunch pail dude that came, racked up tackles, and just kind of solidified this linebacking crew. And he is everything but that.
Well,
I don't know, man.
yeah.
Well, I miss Chase, bro. I miss Chase.
I miss Chase, too. We miss you, Chase. We miss you, bro.
The Raiders defense had 2 QB hits and 1 hurry and 23 dropbacks by the 49ers on Thursday night. For the season, Oakland has 7 sacks and 59 total QB pressures, both league lows, both ranked 32nd in the league. The next lowest total pressures by a team defense is currently Tennessee. Now, let me reset that. 59 total pressures for the Raiders. The next team in line is Tennessee with 102 pressures. And the NFL team average is 132.
Fact.
And just to give you some further context on that, Derek Carr was sacked 7 times on Thursday, equaling our season total. Big facts. Here are Gabe Jackson's grades and position ranks. I was just curious because I saw, Gabe and KO making the same amount of money this year.
Right.
Where's old Gabe at?
Yeah.
We loved Gabe at the beginning. A lot of us soured on Gabe. I'm lukewarm on Gabe.
Me too.
But who's the alternative, right?
Well, listen, man. I think it's easy to look at individual grades on all these players, right? It's easy to look at individual grades, but tell me that their numbers don't reflect what's going on with the entire team, bro.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like the numbers reflect what's going on with the entire team. You're talking about a guard who probably is trying to help out a lot with the rookie right tackle, right? Same thing in KO's situation. KO actually had to move to left tackle the other day, y'all. He had to move to left tackle.
Yeah.
Okay? That's how you know shit's going bad. Shit's going bad, all right? KO hasn't played left tackle in quite some time. And we had a shift. Coming off injury, by the way. Coming off injury, he had a shift to left tackle, okay?
Still injured, really.
Right. No, he was limping on the field after a few plays. You could see it visibly. He was visibly still injured, but he's out there just trying to make do. But when a motherfucker's grade comes in individually, I'm not gonna put that all on him, man, because we know the shit show that's going on right now as far as the offensive line, and not all their fault. Injuries have a lot to do with it. Donald Penn's not there. Miller hasn't been healthy. All that stuff. So it is what it is. But
I didn't even read the grade yet, Shay. I didn't even read the grade. I didn't even read the grade.
I know you didn't.
I didn't even read the grade.
But it's not good.
I didn't even read the grade.
It's not good.
It's not good. Well, it's okay. He's 30th out of 80 qualifying guards, 79 qualifying guards. So he's like middle of the pack, just above middle of the pack. Pass blocking ranked 74.5. Not too shabby. 32nd out of 79 pass blocking. The run blocking is where it goes down. Run blocking hasn't been good all year, all the way down the line. 36 out of 79. Again, middle of the pack, but the grade, 58.1. Not too great. Conley's grades, mixed bag. Overall, middle of the pack, 60th out of 117 qualifying. I thought with the time off, he comes back, plays pretty damn well against the Colts. And, Thursday was just a dumpster fire.
Yeah. Yep.
But that's silver and black facts.
Fact.
I'm not going to go into the box score.
No, what the fuck for?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
We don't need to do that.
I was looking at it actually, and there's something wrong with the site because the Niners side, it's all populated. All the data's there. On the Raiders side, it's just a bunch of poop emojis. Something wrong with the site. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to refresh. Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
That brings the first half of this show to a close, man.
Yeah.
That was a stronger first half than our teams put forth all season.
Hey, there's no quit in this team, bro.
Are we going into the first half with the lead right now?
We're undefeated this season, bro. Okay? We're undefeated this season. Okay? Let's not get it twisted.
Okay.
The Pillaging crew is 8-0, bro.
We don't take L's.
No, hell no. 9-0, right? Was this 9th week? We're 9-0, bro. Okay? Fuck all that. Get out of here with that shit.
All right, Dwight Howard.
There's no quit. Dwight Howard.
Remember he said he still felt like he was a champion? Wasn't that Dwight Howard? Said he was still a champion?
I don't know.
Do you remember
Probably.
that? Was that Howard?
I don't know why he would say that.
I think so. Anyway, let's take a break. Let's listen to your calls. It should be interesting. I put forth the question on Twitter today. We already had some calls. We're not going to play all the calls from the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's not going to happen. But I put forth, the question. Season is what it is right now. But going into the offseason, you got 3 first-round picks and nearly $80 million in cap space. What would you do with it? So, considering that, that's what some of these calls should be about, hopefully. But get your Kleenex out, and we'll see you guys on the other side, right?
Yeah.
We out here.
Peace.
Go Raiders.
It's 2 weeks out of sea, bro.
Yeah, I know. God damn it. That's the wrong button right there. Wrong button. YouTube, you get to hear that. Nobody else gets to hear that.
You're privileged.
I'm undefeated on the edited version. It's all right. It's all right.
Oh, man.
We'll take a little break. Let me get these calls queued up here so we can listen.
Oh, yeah, the chat is lit up. I like it.
Chat's cracking. It's 26 people right now. Welcome, everybody. Let's talk. My guy. I knew how to... Wow. Shorty said this dude he knew had a hot chick with one leg. They used to call her IHOP. And he says that she could probably pump better. That's cold. That's cold.
That's cold.
Hot chicks with one leg. Are you buying or selling?
Well, I'm taking, bro, so I'm selling.
Yeah. Good answer. Good answer. All right, let's hear some of these calls right here.
Who's cracking chelas with Che right now, though? 'Cause I'm about to crack one.
Kenny, Jay, it's Jay from Colorado. Just calling in. It's been a while. Just figured I don't really have anything good to say or positive, and I just don't want to be negative. Kind of done with the negativity. So on a positive note, I just wanted to call and say thank you for the tickets that Kenny went to work for and got me and the G-Paw Raider. The family traveled out from Colorado and went and saw the Colts game, and we had a blast. Got to meet the nation.
Awesome.
First time ever going to the game, and obviously we didn't win, and it was disappointing, but we had a damn good time. And just checking up on the stats on the 49ers game, and man, is it disappointing. I'm working, I can't watch it, but I'm on my way home, and I saw the score, and I was like, son of a bitch, same shit, different day. But, oh well. But thanks again, and go Raiders. See ya.
Yeah.
Good call.
Hell yeah.
This is Raider Miles down here in Santa Clarita, and all I can say is 3 motherfucking points. Jesus motherfucking Christ. Where are we going?
You know who scores 3 points is, like the San Jose Sharks. It's a hockey team. WTF, Chuck. Get it
Jesus
together.
Christ. Jesus Christ. Go Raiders.
Was that 2 people on the
I
same
think
call?
there's 2
That was
folks.
2 people on the same call.
That's Miles. We got to meet him last year. Miles is a cool dude, man.
I like that. That's a tag team call right there.
Yeah. That was a different strategy, man. That was cool.
Yeah.
Miles is cool.
G-Paw. Kenny, Jay, incredible game. We were there for Indianapolis, and man, that was an incredible trip. So much thanks for you and Boss Man. I'm going to say it every time. The trip was so awesome. It was so great to be on people. All the people look like us. Me and my family all look the same. So we're all rated out, same colors, all the same crowd, fun fans, no hate at the game. It was great. The team is very lacking, we know this, but it was great to be there, and that experience Raiderland and Raiderville was incredible. So thank you for everything, you guys, and let's keep it up. Keep the faith in this team. I know people want to bail out, but man, keep faith. It's got to happen. Just let it keep going. Come on, guys. Just do it. Come on, it's time to just win, baby. Chief.
That's right, G-Paw. We need to keep going.
Yay! It's WAP. Fuck, the season's over. All you can do is just look for the good things.
I like
don't
that
even
WAP held
care
out
anymore.
to 1-7.
I'm done. I
can
mean,
see
I'm
the
not done
season.
with the team. I'm just done letting it fuck my shit up just because they can't win a fucking game. You know what I do when the Raiders lose? Throw on Madden, and I fucking beat the shit out of the team with the Raiders. That's what I do.
Yes.
That's right.
It's always a win for me. That's what everyone needs to do.
That's
Fucking
right.
Who gives a shit? They're going for draft picks. It's gonna be at least, by the time they get to Las Vegas, they're gonna be a good team. So that's a positive. Everything else is just, fuck, it's gonna hurt for a while. Just grab a pillow and bite down, because it's gonna be a shitty fucking couple of years. But who knows? I mean, maybe a miracle happens and all of a sudden the team gets right, but
Can't get right.
everybody's made out of eggshells on this team. They seem to get hurt, or they got glaucoma and they can't fucking see the plays playing right in front of them. Just unbelievable. But what can you do? Not a damn thing. Just chill out. That's what I do. I don't even watch the game. I just listen.
That's a
Get
thing.
I'd rather gouge out my eyes with olive forks and sit there and watch that abysmal sight. It's ridiculous. Anyways, that's my little spiel for the weekend. It's good. I'm glad you guys took a break. Yeah, there's nothing to report. What? We fucking suck. That's it. That's gonna be the new podcast for the next 6 games or 10 games, whatever games are left. I think it's 10. Yeah, it's 10. Oh well. fuck it. Who cares? Wapo's out. See you later, guys. Have a good one. Drink some coffee, drink a beer, smoke a green cigarette, and chill the fuck out.
Yeah, I like it, Wap. I like it, bro.
What's going on, guys? This is Central Valley Raider. Just calling in to chime in. A few things. I don't know what happened, man. Let's go back to that Niner game. It is one thing to lose, but then to lose with no effort. And Gruden isn't saying this team is tanking, but I think a majority of these players are and have. My only, I guess, fear would be it's going to happen next season. Gruden has a decent draft. He's going to need some guys that are going to be stepping up and helping these young cats. And, I'll be honest with you, I think Gruden is like burning bridges. Nobody's going to take that guy's word for anything. So we'll see, man. Trying to stay positive. I mean, as positive as you can be for 1-7. But if we talk draft real quick, man, that safety from LSU looked good last night. We definitely need to address that. Get rid of Nelson, but we also need some edge rushers. I think we're pretty good with PJ and Hurst, and hopefully the other two cats that just came back from injury. That's some depth, but we definitely got to, at least keep one number one, and those other twos, trade them and get nothing but a bunch of 2s and 3s, man, and just build, because we could have some studs, but once those guys go down and get hurt, we ain't got nothing after that. We need to build some quality depth. So that's all I'm doing, man, is just kind of looking at these college games, seeing who's nice, who to avoid, and we'll go from there, man. At the end of the day, I think we keep Carr, and I honestly believe Gruden goes full board defense in his draft. We might pick up a running back. So we'll see what happens. Definitely need another wide receiver. But anyways, guys, keep up the good work. Don't forget to share what you guys are drinking today. Believe it or not, I like that little part. I've actually tried some of the stuff you guys, Jay's talking about he's sipping on. So, again, man, I'll be listening. Have a good one, man, and we'll see what we can do next week. All right, I'm out.
That's right. We got you, bro. Hey, we're on it. We got the drinks for you.
What's going on, my dudes? This is Central Valley Raider, man. I just read your tweet about what would we do with the $79 million in the 3 first rounds. In an earlier call, I had stated an idea, and I thought about it more. Well, the first one, our pick, which is going to be a very high one, is I would definitely get one of the baddest defensive ends if possible.
Yep.
As possible. A lot of guys are telling us, well, a lot of teams, or not teams, I'm sorry, analysts are saying that we should go after that cat from Houston. But I believe he plays D-tackle. We already got Hurst and, PJ, and we need some edge guys, man, some guys that cause hell off the edges. So we need to get an edge rusher.
Yeah.
That should be our first pick.
Yep.
After that, man, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't have an issue if we bumped down later in the first round and picked up a second, or even got rid of Dallas's first or Chicago's and picked up an extra second and third. With that being said, we should hit free safety next and middle linebacker, definitely. I guess you can't go wrong with any of the 3, even our first pick, but I don't know if there's any middle linebackers that would be worth a straight high pick like that. But I'm talking about defense this draft, man. Depth and defense. That's what we need. At some point, we'll be able to compete with that. Offensive players, we can get through free agency. We got $79 million, man. There's going to be a lot of guys. There's going to be a lot of backs out there that we could pick up. We just got to hit defense hard. We got Conley, we got Worley, we get some young, and we got Nelson. We get a free safety, preferably that cat from LSU, Delp, I believe his name is. After that, man, we just start getting depth. Depth. That's all I got. Can't wait to hear your show, man. Feel like it's been a while since I heard you guys. All right. I'm watching these Rams and these Saints go up and down the field, man. All offense, no defense. Funny thing is Rams supposed to be noted for this defense.
That's true.
They even got Fowler. I'm telling you, when you have the weapons on offense, I don't care what defense you got. Defense with champions, I know. But that offense will just run it all up your ass. That's all I got, man. I'm getting a little hyped here. All right, I'm out. Peace.
Hey, what's up, Pillagers? This is Diego calling out of Georgia. And, we do have the 3 picks or whatever. So I think, you can't go wrong with Bosa, but who knows if we even get him, if we're even able to get him. But at this rate, who knows? But another guy that would be awesome, and I know we have Mo Hurst, I know we have PJ Hall, but if we could get Ed Oliver, because that dude is a freaking beast. He's a defensive tackle. I keep forgetting what freaking team he's on, but he's a beast. Then I think we need a cornerback and we need a safety. And so my cornerback would be Greedy Williams from LSU. He's really good. He's really fluid in his hips and stuff, and that's one thing that you need. He's also really tall and lanky. And for safety, I think we should go Deontay Thompson, safety out of Alabama. He's really good too. He can play cornerback, safety, kind of linebacker hybrid, and he's got good ball skills and he can hit, and he's tall. He's pretty tall too. Now as far as for the money, the money that we're gonna have, the cap space, I think that there's a few free agents that we maybe could get, but I don't know. I know Jadeveon Clowney is going to be a free agent next year, and D Ford is too. D Ford is a little old. Jadeveon Clowney, he's not super polished or nothing, but he's strong as hell.
I was just saying that Clowney hasn't been on.
And depending on how the safety and cornerback situation goes in the draft, we could go after HaHa Clinton Dix. And
didn't he just get traded though?
Try to get Landon Collins,
Washington, I believe,
from the Giants. And I think that's it. I guess we could take a look at Darrell Williams, offensive tackle from Carolina, 27. He's 27 years old though, so he's not super old. But he's all right. He's solid. But yeah, that's what I got. So, what do you guys think? And I'm having an IPA right now too. If you guys are too. So I enjoy your show because you guys too.
Tremendous calls.
Hell yeah.
Tremendous.
Some great calls. Tremendous. Shout out Joey Coco Diaz. Tremendously.
Yeah, so that's our caller segment.
Yes, it is. Some great calls, man. Thank you guys for hanging in there and calling in, because you guys could have called it a season and said, you know what? What's the point of calling in at this point?
Right.
But you're loyal. You're committed. Just like we are. We're going to get through this, yo. We're going to get through this.
So, let's get ready to do this second half of the show. It's 9:00. We're going to bang it out. We're going to respond to these calls. Then we're going to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Just looking at the YouTube chat right now. I'm just checking you guys out. I don't know. They're asking who the top 3 players were on Thursday night. We're going to have that conversation in a bit here with Kane. Hoping he picks up the phone this week.
You see that?
Yeah.
Yo, you see that shorty comment right now?
What?
He said, he said, I believe this is in reference to Carr, though. He's like, I get that, but my man's looked like a kid trying to explain to his parents how the porn got on the computer when Gruden was asking questions. That's accurate, bro. That is accurate, shorty. That's definitely. I was wondering, like, where did I see that? Where have I seen that before?
Right. Right.
Oh man, it's good stuff, guys. The chat always makes me laugh.
That's good.
Always brings the laughs.
That's
Yo.
good. Come for the podcast. Stay for the conversation.
There you go.
All right, let's get it rolling. Get my notes up here so I know what I'm doing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Respond to callers. Here we go. And we're back. Back to talk about your phone calls. Jay from Colorado, positivity rules, man. In a world of darkness, somebody has to bring the flashlight.
You're damn right.
And you're absolutely welcome, guys. So just a little background for the new listeners. G. Paul Rader and Jay, which I believe is his son, possibly maybe his grandson, relative, family member. They've been wanting to come out for a game out here in Colorado. G. Paul is confined to a wheelchair, but it does not limit his enthusiasm or his faith in this team.
Hell no.
If
Let that be a lesson to y'all.
Let it be a lesson, man. Here's a person that's probably seen more adversity in his lifetime than a group of us will ever see in our lifetimes combined.
Facts.
And here he is keeping it positive from Colorado.
Yep.
Had never been to a Raider game in his life. And, we did not gift him tickets. I'm not going to get on here and say that, we gave away free tickets and stuff. I'm not an angel like that. I wish I could be, man. I wish I could be. But we helped facilitate it, and, we got him in a good section with some of our friends, and it sounds like they had a really good time out there. So I'm just upset I wasn't able to go out there, but I missed that game for very, very good reasons. My daughter's birthday weekend, so that's what I was doing.
It's the best reason, bro.
It's the best reason, So I'm glad you guys got to get out there and have a good time and represent in our section, because I know you guys held it down. You guys call in every week. Jalen, I talked to you on Twitter, and G. Paul, we've had some email exchanges. So I'm just really glad to hear that you guys had a good time.
Yeah, that's all that matters, man.
So thanks for the email. Thanks for the phone call, guys. And maybe if they're here again next year, I can help you out one more time.
That'd be great.
Miles, man, you have some good points there. Number one being 3 points, only 3 points. You had 3 excellent points. It sounded like there was 2 people on that phone call. Che really liked that tag team strategy.
Yeah, man, we're all about that wrestling up in this place, bro. Yeah, tag team.
Yeah, Marty Jannetty coming in off the top ropes. Yeah, Miles is a cool cat. Met Miles off Reddit. We linked up at a tailgate. He came through the tailgate a couple times out there last year. And we stay in touch via text message, and we gripe occasionally. Yeah. But Miles is a cool cat. We talk hip-hop and all that. So thanks for calling in, Miles. WAP, man, El Wapo. Would not be a Pillaging Podcast without a call from El Wapo at this point, right?
Hey, we got to have our regulars, bro.
And I just want to...
got to have our regulars.
Just want to keep it real. We took the last 2 weeks off. WAP didn't. He kept calling. Yeah. I did not play all the calls. And WAP, you're not the only one. I don't want to diminish anybody's efforts here. But we look forward to your calls every week.
Hell yeah.
I like that WAP held out until 1-7 to concede that the season's over. He's like, well, the season's over now.
Hey, comes from my heart right there.
Yeah.
This guy, he rides with me, man. WAP, I ride with you, bro. We ride together. I just gave up on the season 2.
I definitely fucks with the Madden strategy. I've done this in the past. We lose a game, you hop right on Madden, kick that team's ass.
Yo, I used to do that shit back in the Genesis days, bro. Okay? Used to do that in the Genesis days, bro.
I mean, I'll get the game when it comes out in August, and I'll play through the season real quick just to be like, this is how we're gonna do.
This is how it's supposed to be.
Just cremate teams and be like, yep, I'm ready for the season.
Yo, I used to do that shit on Tecmo Bowl, bro. You know how many fucking touchdowns I scored with Bo Jackson? Come on, man.
I used to play a game on my Commodore 64. Sadly, it was John Elway's quarterback.
I had that on Nintendo.
You had that?
Yeah, and there was a character that you could get that was super fast. He would like run circles. It was a certain play that you called, and it was like I think it was just like a deep pass, like a Hail Mary. If you got the ball to that dude, it's nobody catching you because it was all like cheap, really bad graphics. Back then.
It was terrible.
All you saw was just like little feet running like this, like and you just saw the ball go through the air, hit that guy, and you could run all over the field, and the whole team chasing you like this, just all together. That's stupid.
I'm impressed that WAP has olive forks. He says he's gonna gouge out his eyes.
I know.
Olive forks.
I was gonna say that too. I was like, wow, you have forks for your olives.
His Thanksgiving table setting is legit.
Fuck yeah.
I bet you he has that little crystal divided tray with the different pickles and olives in it.
Shit.
My family runs like that. My mom.
I love olives, but I don't got no olive forks, man.
Oh, you gotta get some olive forks.
A fork is all purpose in my household.
You don't have salad forks?
No.
Do you have the big fork and
We
the
have
small
a big fork and a small fork.
Yeah.
I don't have an olive fork.
I'm running out of big forks. They're disappearing somewhere. I don't know where they're going. They might be in WAP's eyeballs. I don't know. Central Valley Raider with 2 long calls, solid calls, very informative. You know, here it is. It's November. We're talking draft. I mean, I prompted it. I said it before the break. I asked you guys what to do. You started kind of going over our needs, and that list just keeps getting longer and longer. So this draft can go any direction. Don't be shocked if Gruden comes on. I saw that there's a fullback. I want to say he plays for like Washington State. He's 290 pounds. That might be your first round draft. I don't know. I'm just saying. Could be a punter.
That guy's good. Have you guys seen that guy? That guy's good.
He caught a touchdown pass.
That guy's fantastic.
I think it was his second touchdown reception of the year at 290 pounds.
He plays 3 positions.
At fullback. He plays at once. At once. He's an offensive guard / player. Diego from Georgia. Thanks for calling in, Diego. I could be mistaken, but I think that might be your first call. So thanks for calling in. Always good to hear a new voice, especially in times like this. Know you guys are still hanging with the show, that new people are coming on and want to express their opinion. I like that. I like that effort. But damn, man, again, here we are talking draft in November. Sad, but I did ask for it. So that's where we're at. And then during the caller segment on the live stream, Silver and Black on YouTube, SLVR and Black on YouTube, wants to know who's the new offensive coordinator after we fire Greg Olson this year. Is it going to be Hugh Jackson? No. First of all, I doubt we fire Greg Olson. I don't think he's here to be the OC. I think he's here to be, Derek Carr's right-hand dude, pretty much. He was very responsible for getting his footwork and timing correct when he worked alongside him with Bill Musgrave.
Yeah.
He's, Ole, as Carr calls him, Ole and the Carr family have a really tight connection. So I think that's really more of like a personal coach for Carr. John's going to continue to play design, play calling. I know they break that up a little bit. He broke it up when he was with, who was it? Bill, I'm blanking right now.
Bill Callahan?
Bill Callahan. I wanted to say Cunningham. I knew that was wrong.
Bill
Callahan.
We wanted to forget that guy anyways, bro.
Bill called the run plays in that offense, and John called all the pass plays. I don't know how the responsibility is divided, but I'm sure, you got to divvy up some of these responsibilities. But I fully expect Greg to come back. I don't think a Hugh Jackson personality and a John Gruden personality coexist. I don't think that works out. And you really, you're going to fire a guy based off your 1-7 record, and you're going to hire a guy that just got shit canned from his team for winning 4 games in 3 years, something like that.
All this year?
Yeah.
All this year.
Well, they won one last year or the year before that?
Nope.
They had won 1 game in 2 years.
No.
They didn't go 0-16 twice.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
I thought they were 1-31. But I could be wrong.
I thought they went 0-16 2 years in a row, but
okay.
I could be wrong too. I mean, does it really fucking matter?
Does it really matter? Are we going to split hairs on this?
Come on now. Yeah. Let's just call it. I'll give him the 1 win. Let's give him that. Okay.
But back to Central Valley Raiders call. This draft is supposedly strong in offensive line and defensive line. Secondary's been pretty strong the last couple years in the draft. I imagine there's going to be some players there. I've been watching college football. It's time for me to start doing a deeper dive.
That's right.
I don't have every Saturday to sit there and watch games all day, but I try. I try to watch these replays. I'm doing my reading. I'm trying to get better at the NCAA every year.
Me too.
That's not my strong point.
Me too.
You know?
Too. It hasn't been my strong point either. It's not. I'm not like the college football guy. Like I'm not college sports guy. Period. Like
Yeah.
I don't really keep track of college sports in general the way that other people do. But now it's time. It's time to get some studying on, bro. It's time. We got lots of time too. We still got another 7 weeks of this. Well, at least for Raider fans, right?
Well, 8. Yeah,
8.
We're 1-7.
1-7. That's true. Eight more games.
Yeah. College football, though, I will say, very exciting. Very exciting to watch. Very exciting to watch. Yeah, real exciting.
But you know what though?
It's
It's you gotta look at it from like the standpoint, almost like a digger digging for music, bro.
right.
You gotta look at it that
I like
way.
that. I like that analogy.
You gotta look at it as a digger, like you're digging for records.
Yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of different records, a lot of different looks,
Yeah.
a lot of different sounds.
There's gonna be a lot of shit out there. Right?
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of shit. There's a lot of college football being played. There's a lot of college players.
Yeah.
Not a lot of motherfuckers gonna make it to the NFL. It's time to dig.
And that's where it makes it difficult to kind of evaluate some of these guys without really looking at tape and actual, mechanics.
Right.
How's his hip set? What's his foot movement? And that's I'm still learning a lot of that too. I mean, let's be honest. I'm not Ted Nguyen over here. Okay.
Nope.
Nobody's expecting that at Kenny Stapler. But the other thing that makes it hard is you see a running back just getting loose in the backfield, the defensive backfield, and oh man, this guy's a stud. But then you go back, and 4 guys pancaked on the line.
I know.
4 defensive linemen that you've never heard of and will never hear about again.
Right.
They're still hungover from last night. They're college players.
Yeah, they are.
You know what I mean? So the talent level is not consistent across the board. But
hell no.
We are looking. This is not a QB draft. More on that later. In fact, along those lines, we do have Raider Kane. We need to bring him on right now. Is it time for that?
It's time, bro.
It's time for that.
It's been 2 weeks, bro. It's been past time. Bro.
Yes, it's been
way past that.
It's been time since been time. So really quick, we're going to take another short break. We're going to come right back with Kane's Corner.
Yeah.
That was a much smoother transition. Wouldn't you say so, YouTube? Text his brother.
Oh, damn. Nick DaCosta went back, bro. He talked about blitz. Remember NFL blitz?
Oh, yeah.
That was the shit right there. Blitz was the shit. You just fucking trample the quarterback. This is a big ass fucking pile of linemen on the quarterback.
I remember NFL Street too.
NFL Street was dope.
Yeah.
NFL Street was dope. But that was the first that we ever saw 7-on-7, right? Blitz was 7-on-7.
Yeah.
It was 3 linemen or some shit like that, and then everything else was DBs and a linebacker or some shit. talking
nothing
about
positive to say.
a whole lot of other shit besides the Raiders, but hey, that's how it goes. That's how it goes on this podcast.
Yeah. That's how it goes. So I got just a couple questions for you here. We're going to do MVP. We're going to do trash can, as hard as that might be. But I got a couple questions for you. I'm going to keep those a secret. I want your off-the-cuff answers. These aren't difficult questions. These are emotional questions, and I think you're going to do just fine.
Oh, yeah.
Because we missed you, man. We missed you.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I'm glad to be back, man. Shit.
Hey, I'm excited to see you next weekend too, brother.
Hey, man, me too, man. Hey, I'm ready for this. This the one tailgate that I'm excited. I ain't even tripping off the game. I'm thinking about giving away my tickets, man.
Yeah.
And just going to the yeah.
Let's all get there early. Let's knock out this show right away, so we have some time to hang out. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, cool. So let's get this started. I'm going to go ahead and intro you, and we'll get on with it. All right.
Okay.
And we're back with Kane's Corner, brought to you every week by NFLShop.com. Go over to PJ4F.com, click on the NFLShop.com banner. Anytime you click through and make a purchase, we get a little piece of that purchase.
Yeah.
It goes right back to putting some rum on this pirate ship, because pirates like to drink rum, and when you're 1-7, you're drinking a lot. Ain't that right, Kane?
That's right, baby. What's happening with y'all tonight, man? Other than Raider football.
Oh, just the usual, trying to right the wrongs of this season on Madden, waiting for Rick Grimes to die on The Walking Dead tonight.
Oh, shit, that's tonight.
That's right. I forgot about that.
DVR, bro.
Oh, that's right.
I'm going to be up late tonight.
Yeah, hey, you know what? I hope, hey, I don't think none of his people going to kill him. I think it's going to happen another way. But you know what I wish they would have did? I wish they would have sent him on like a mission, like he was going out to find other people and other survivors, just in case they want to bring him back. You know what I'm saying? Just in case they could flash back on him here and there.
Right.
But apparently he don't want to be on the show.
Yeah.
Because his kids has got older now, and they traveling back and forth from Britain to here.
Yeah.
And so he don't want to have his kids traveling and leave his family like that. So I can understand that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but the show is going to be different without him, though, man.
It is. A little Walking Dead talk, real quick. I think the show is a lot better this year. They got the new showrunner. The episodes feel a lot more like they did when the show was going well. Yep. The story moves forward every week. They're not dragging the shit out. But I think that Rick essentially died in the last episode. I know that this episode's a lot of flashbacks. I think he's just bleeding out on that rebar, and he's flashing back. I know they showed him like on his horse bleeding out, but I think he imagines that. Yeah. I could be wrong. It'd be nice to see him tell Michonne goodbye one last time.
Yeah.
The other I think Michonne gonna be pregnant. Michonne gonna be pregnant. Watch.
I think so. And then I think the other possibility is he did survive, and what's her name? Jadis is gonna put him on that helicopter.
That could happen too.
Yeah.
But I thought he survived I thought in the comic books he lived. He was one of the only ones that made it. I could be wrong.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot that's changed. They really deviated from the comic book a couple seasons ago. I mean, early on in the book, Rick loses an arm. Rick's a one-armed hero in the comic book, so a lot's changed, from the comic. But yeah, you're right. And then Carl doesn't die either. Carl actually goes on. He's a very strong character in the book. But this is where we're at. The series jumped the shark last season. The war with Negan should have been a lot more than it is. But this is where we're at. We're talking about The Walking Dead now, guys. We're talking about The Walking Dead right now.
What's up with Negan and Michonne? Is that going to start? Is that going to be something after Rick died? Negan was trying to get deep in her head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She been going out at night, killing motherfuckers at night to please her. Her little thirst for blood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so what's going to happen? She sound like she might be Miss Negan.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't see that. I don't see a lot of misfortune on the show. A lot of misfortune in Silver and Black right now.
Oh,
so let's
shit.
let's refocus on the matter at hand here.
We're gonna have to do a segment in the
Raiders
in the
is just
show.
that boring. listeners, the Raiders are just that boring right now that we would rather talk about the motherfucking Walking Dead than the Raiders. Matter of fact, the Raiders is the Walking Dead right now.
Yeah. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You stole my segue.
Perfect segue.
I was gonna say, you got Rick Grimes dying tonight, and there's a lot of speculation around him. And right now, the man with the most speculation in Raider Nation, the guy that's presumed to be Walking Dead amongst half the fan base, is Derek Carr. Derek Carr's misfortune, Kane. Who's to blame for Derek Carr's misfortune? Is this who Derek Carr is? Is it a cocktail of a lot of problems? Where are you with Derek Carr right now? Is he a Raider next year, or is he gone?
He's a Raider next year. John Gruden, I don't think now. This is going out on a limb because we all know how impatient John is, but I think Tom Cable is the scapegoat here. I think this offensive line is the reason Derek Carr is having problems. Look, Derek Carr, we all know, doesn't like pressure. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want his career to end up like his brothers. He don't want to be a beat down quarterback. And if you're gonna support Derek Carr, you're gonna have to accept that. And so, with that being said, the offensive line is in shambles right now.
Yep.
And if I'm a quarterback and I'm the only one standing there unprotected while everybody else is protected because they making moves, I'm standing back there trying to make a throw, I might be a little nervous myself. But then, I'm going to use my feet to try to make some plays, and he's just not doing that.
No.
And I don't understand because in 2016, prior to December 2016, he used his legs. He used his legs to make plays.
A lot.
And
a lot.
He's not a lot, and he's not doing that right now. So that's a little bit disappointing. But as far as his problems, I think they start with the offensive line.
Yeah, it's hard to disagree with that. The thing is, a lot of people had tagged Derek Carr as an elite quarterback a few seasons ago. Kane and I, we didn't. We thought he was overperforming. We thought he was a great quarterback, but not elite. Here's the thing. An elite quarterback will make things happen without an offensive line. Look at the New Orleans Saints today. They don't have, the highest graded offensive line. I could be wrong on that, but I'm going on the limb. I don't think they have the highest graded offensive line in the league. They certainly don't have two all-pro linemen on that line. Yet today, they played the St. Louis Rams, and I won't say there wasn't a pass rush.
L.A. Rams.
Sorry, the L.A. Rams. Did I say St. Louis?
Yeah, you did.
Wow. The L.A. Rams, Drew Brees stepping up in the pocket. At times, he did have all day to throw, but the guy making plays on his feet. And we're seeing this. Look at Patrick Mahomes making plays all day on his feet. Now, he's kind of on the other end of the spectrum. He's like, a higher example of that, sort of an exception to the rule maybe. But Derek Carr stepping up into pressure at times. I watched watching the Battle of the Bay. He escapes the pocket, goes right up the middle, and then slides with the defender like 4 yards away from him. So maybe it's a little bit of both. But I do think right now it sucks to keep making excuses for Derek Carr. But Kane's right. He's going to be here next year. He's a big reason why John Gruden came back to coach this team. And I think until he has a second year underneath this offense, it's going to be hard to judge him at all. And a line that can stay healthy.
You can't draw conclusions. That's for sure, right? You can't draw any definitive conclusions. Mm-hmm. But I think there's a lot of people that are already trying to do that.
Right.
There's a lot of people that are already trying to do that. And you know what? I'm not going to fault you because we're just as angry as you.
So we took 2 weeks off. The last time we talked to you, Kane, I was telling you this is not a rebuild. This is a remodel. But this is an absolute – they brought the sledgehammers in the last 2 weeks. This is an absolute rebuild. They've demolished the whole house, and we're breaking it down. We got a few bones left, but we're rebuilding this whole thing. So where are you at on this? I know you're not surprised because you had this pegged a while back, but are you at all excited, at least for the bounty of draft picks and the $80 million in cap space that we're going to have? Are you excited about that? Do you see the Raiders doing anything with this? What's the turnaround time? Again, are you happy with the bounty that we have? And is this going to be a short or a long turnaround for the Oakland Raiders?
That's a good question. Well, first of all, say let me add to that. Okay, we have a bounty of draft picks. How deep are we rebuilding? Is Derek Carr fixable? Can John work with him? Those are questions that we will probably find out in the off season. Yes, I'm happy with the bounty of draft picks we have. I'm just
You asked me when they hired John Gruden what I thought about it, and I said, I'm not going to jump on this train. I'm not going to jump off the train. I'm just going to ride it, and I'm going to wait and see what's happening. Well, I'm still right. I'm still in that. I'm still there. Although I'm pissed about this season, I'm pissed about all of the things that happened, and I'm sure a lot of the other fans are. Mac and Cooper underperforming, and they trading him, and Carr is not working out. So the answer to your question is it all lays with Carr. It all lays on Carr, because I'm gonna tell you why. If we draft a rookie quarterback, we are in full rebuild mode. Full rebuild mode, because it's going to be some struggles in the first couple of years. If we keep Derek Carr and we fix the offensive line a la fire Tom Cable and bring back Mike Tice, I don't know. He worked well with a power blocking scheme. Maybe he does. Maybe this line doesn't work. There's a lot of questions, bro. There's like a lot of questions, and I can't really say whether I'm happy or sad. I just know that we have a lot of draft picks. I know Derek Carr is struggling right now. The offensive line is in shambles and is making John Gruden look like a really bad decision maker right now. That I do know.
Yeah. I will say this. I'm not going to blame John Gruden for everything. Looking at his interview with Howie Long, which, Jay, you broke that down for me because I didn't see the whole thing.
Yeah.
But him talking about, coming out of retirement with the prospect of coaching Cooper, Mac, Derek Carr, the Mac trade, obviously a horrendous domino effect on this team, the locker room, and the personnel moves that came after that. Everything just kind of became a teardown. Like, why hitch your wagon to these players' contracts when you're not going to be good enough to win a championship? You might as well just jettison that, get that money back, get your draft picks, and build up everything at the same time. Get some talent on some cheap rookie contracts and kind of reset this back to where we were in 2014, 2015. Yeah. And the bright side of this is, in the past, when we've been this garbage, is there was no hope on the horizon. You had, forget a bounty of draft picks. You might have been missing a first-round draft pick. You might have been without a second and third-round draft pick.
It's true.
Forget about $80 million in cap space because your owner's throwing money at just free agents. You got guys coming in here on overblown contracts, and there's no space next year, and you're tied up.
Check cashers.
Check cashers. Exactly. We had a decade of check cashers plus. Yep. So, I mean, that's the bright side, right? Is that this could be a rather quick turnaround. Not turnaround to the Super Bowl, but turnaround to at least competitiveness. But then, how many games in the next year do we go and say, oh, well, this team needs time to gel, so you got to be patient. How much longer is Raider Nation really going to be patient?
But you can't really say it's going to be I don't mean to cut you off.
No.
I just want to throw this in. You can't really say that it's going to be a quick turnaround unless we keep Derek Carr. You can't be sure about that, bro. That's not I am not sure of anything that John Gruden's doing right now. I'm not sure of nothing. So if we keep Derek Carr, yes, possibly it can be a very quick turnaround. If we don't keep Derek Carr, then saddle your straps, because we in this thing until 2021.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what I meant to say about a quick turnaround, it's at least going to be a quick influx of talent. But now the pressure is on this staff. And who knows? Reggie McKenzie might be exit next season, right? We have a front office turnover,
I doubt it. I
don't know. It seems like a little bit. It almost kind of plays into what you said about moving a team twice. Why turn over a front office? If Reggie's been reduced to just handling contracts, he does a good job at that. Why fire him? When you're just going to bring in another guy and it's still going to be drafted by committee, why turn it all over?
It's true.
Maybe keep it intact. So what I'm saying is they're going to have to really land on these draft picks.
Yep.
The pressure is on now, because here you got a treasure chest full of picks, and you got to nail
what I'm learning about John. I'm learning, and I don't think a lot of people are starting to really realize this until now. John Gruden is Junior Al Davis. He's doing shit that you don't like, but if you're a Raider fan, you're gonna support it, and that's the same shit that Al Davis did, and you either liked it or you didn't. So my thing is John is making these really rash, tough decisions, and he's sticking with it. And either you're going to stick with him or you're not going to be a Raider fan.
And Che, you said the same thing.
Yeah.
Before we got on the air, you know, Chucky channeling his inner Al Davis. The other guy that John Gruden admires, who makes a lot of tough decisions and cuts talented players and goes after guys everyone else has given up on.
Yep.
And that's Bill Belichick.
Yep.
And so you really got to hang in there, because at this point now the team sucks. You really can't blame anybody. We're shooting pieces off of the ship. You got to wait now.
We're all in, bro. Texas Hold'em, bro. We're all in.
Yeah.
But you know what though, Che? Che? And my brother, y'all, I wish I really, and y'all gonna say, I know what y'all gonna say. I already know. But my thing is I thought we were gonna salvage 2 years of Oakland. So I thought that John would give Jack's team one season. You know, and I don't care what the listener's saying right now. I really don't. My thing is this, is that we deserved one season to see if because we went through a rebuild. Damn, give us 1 year to see if the shit worked.
Yeah.
You know, because, okay, coaching matters, right? We was on the coaching matter train, right? So we get rid of John, Jack, we get rid of Jack's coaching staff, and we got the players that Jack and Reggie drafted, okay? Can we just see what they do for 1 year? Because a lot of those guys are still playing in the NFL. And right now we look like shit. I'd rather have look like shit with Jack's team for one season, because you could have did the same shit you're doing right now next year. And I think a lot of us fans, especially the local ones, would have appreciated you to do that. You know, and yes, coaches speak, coaches talk, and they say things that we may not, we as fans believe, we take to heart. And you told us you wanted to win. You told us that you was happy about, you know, coming here to coach Khalil Mack and Derek Carr, and then all that shit just went out the window. And we still support you, bro. But damn, couldn't we just have 1 year with Jack's team just to see if the shit worked? You know, it's like you cut these players that Reggie drafted, and if I'm Reggie, I'm gritting my teeth at some of these fucking moves you making. I really am. I'm like, if I'm Reggie, I'm like, damn, I thought, you know, this person was going to make it. I thought that person was going to make it. And maybe those players don't make it. We don't know, because you didn't keep them for 1 year together as a team. This was a team. You had cornerstone pieces. You had Mack. You had a Cooper. You had Irvin. You had linebackers. You had a quarterback. You got your offensive line. You have a team. You walked into a team. Dude, coach the motherfucker for 1 year and see how it worked. That's all I'm saying. Right. No, he didn't do it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought Gruden coming in here would coach this personnel up. I didn't think that we were a playoff team this year, but I thought you'd see an improvement. And I think that was probably mostly the plan until the Mack holdout, which changed everything. Now, obviously, they came in here and revamped the secondary, which needed to happen. I was excited about the secondary going into the season.
Right.
But I think the Mack holdout was really the monkey wrench that screwed everything up. And then on top of that, you know, John Gruden has told you already.
Hey, I'm not going to be a real patient guy
now. He's not a patient guy. He's not a patient guy. And it's a lot of pressure on him. 10 years is a long time.
Yeah.
But that money is win now money at the same time. So, you know, at this point, again, why?
That's what I'm saying. If it's win now money, then you couldn't try to win now with the team that was already built.
I think the Mack thing sent a ripple effect through this team.
Yep.
You saw this team compete for 4 weeks and come back, you know, after the bye, after continually getting their ass whooped, seeing Amari Cooper get traded off. People have bought out.
Yeah.
The players have bought out because they see what it is. They see the pieces are leaving. They realize the coaching staff knows that the pieces are no longer in place. When we had, you know, a loose foundation, not the strongest skeleton, but there was a skeleton there. And with Mack leaving, I think it was a domino effect that just sent a ripple through it. I think John wanted to keep some of this personnel together. I think he saw some areas that could have, used improvement, which were addressed in the draft. They were addressed in free agency. And I thought these were going to be nice complementary pieces to what we already have.
Exactly.
And then the Khalil Mack holdout happens, and then things start to fall apart from there. But we got to do this, man. This is tough, but we got to do an MVP. And we got to do the Reggie Nelson Trash Can Player of the Week. So, Raider Kane, who's your MVP this week?
Oh, man. Are you really asking me that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit. man. You know, I'm going to have to say the MVP of this game is the motherfucker that scored 3 points.
You the real MVP.
What was the score of the game?
3-34.
Okay, so who scored those 3 points?
Our kicker. Our fourth
That's
kicker
your
of the year.
MVP. That's your MVP. Your fourth fucking kicker of the year. Because Derek Carr was in shambles and A.J. McCarron was running for his life too. The offensive line is all hurt. The defense is butt hurt because they don't have Khalil Mack. The whole defense, Irvin done just turned the defense against them. You know what I'm saying? And now they get rid of him because he's turned the defense against the coaches. The kicker is the only one that cared about scoring a point. I mean, I'm sorry, fans, but our MVP player is our fourth kicker of the season.
All right, Daniel Carlson, congratulations. You're the MVP. All right, man. It's going to be hard to pick, but you got to pick a Reggie Nelson trash can player of the week.
The Reggie Nelson trash can player of the week is Paul Gunther.
I like it.
I think Gruden agrees with you, bro.
Sucks, bro.
Your defense is garbage.
I think Gruden agrees with you there, bro.
Yeah, you guys saw that, right?
Yeah.
The verbal tongue
Defense
lashing.
Gruden was like, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah.
Yep. Did you see that?
Yep.
And then, but did you see Derek Carr talk to to Greg Olsen? He was like, something, yeah, my ass, and walked off from him. Like, did you see that one on Twitter? Because that was on there too.
I haven't seen that one.
Like the whole team. And then, wait a minute, John also said some shit to Cable too. So like, they whole shit is in chaos right now, bro. They whole shit is in chaos, and no one's safe. You know, and no one is safe. Only person that's safe is John.
Yeah.
And that's the least. Well, yeah.
So I'm glad you said that because it's time for Let's Keep It Real.
I keep it real.
And let's keep it real. You know, there's two factions of Raider fans right now. There's the people making excuses for Derek Carr and supporting him, and there's people that say that he needs to get shit canned and we need to draft his replacement. Here's my thing. It's my turn. I'll go first. I have 1 point.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. There's no quarterbacks in this draft that get me excited. Herbert's not coming out, and I'm a pass on Oregon quarterbacks anyways. So his replacement's not in this draft. And if he is, he's a sleeper. And if he's a sleeper, he needs to be developed. And if he needs to be developed, you're going to be waiting a long time. Mm-hmm. And it may not work out. Mm-hmm. And you might be right back where you were. I think Tua comes out next year. Yeah, I believe he's coming out next year.
Okay.
So that's my Let's Keep It Real. Let's keep it real. You want to get rid of Carr, but you're giving me no backup plan. All these get rid of Carr people, Carr must go. I have yet to see a solution.
Right.
I'm the type of person in the workplace where if you have a problem, bring me the problem. But if you're going to bring me the problem, bring me a solution. Because I got to do the same thing when I go to my boss.
Right. And
I got to have more than one solution. I have to have options. I don't see any options out there. Who do you want? You want Sam Bradford? Is that your backup plan? Bradford?
Hell no.
Do you want Carson Wentz?
Hell no.
Is that your backup plan? Is Carson Wentz? You want to replace Derek Carr with Carson Wentz? No. Do you want to swap him for Blake Bortles? They're the same guy. Look at the stats. They're like identical.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's my thing. You want to replace Carr? Fine. With who? Let's keep it real. There's no replacement out there this year. That's not going to happen. He's going to get one more year. Kane, what do you have to say about the keep it real and the Carr debate?
I'm going to keep it real. I've been a Raider fan since 76. And I done went through hell with these motherfuckers, and I'm still a fan. So I'm going to keep it real. For everybody that's upset about what's going on with the team, guess what? I'm upset too. Join the crowd, jump on the motherfucking bandwagon, because we all upset. We still fans. So let's keep it real. If you don't like what's going on right now, jump off the fucking ship. Go find another team. The 49ers are still in the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? Jump on their ship. But I'm sticking with Derek Carr as my quarterback until he's not a Raider. He's my quarterback. John Gruden is my coach until he's not a Raider, and this is my team until I die. So if you don't want to deal with what's going on, if you don't like what's happening with this team, if you can't get around the fact that we have to rebuild again because I'm pissed off just like y'all, guess what? Don't let the doorknob hit. I'm keeping it real.
Yeah, that's real. This is not the year to be replacing your quarterback, you know. Somebody just telling me right now on YouTube, Nick Foles is going to be available. Nick Foles, get the fuck out of here. I mean, seriously.
Nick Foles is not better than Derek Carr. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Hell no. Fuck Nick Foles.
Somebody else suggested Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite. My vote goes with Uncle Rico. I think he could probably throw a ball over those mountains over there. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's just time for Raider fans to hunker down and continue being as patient as you can, or get blackout drunk on Sundays so you don't remember any of this. When you look back on it 3 years from now and we're in the playoffs, you'll be like, I don't remember any of that. This is going to happen all
That's
along.
what I do. That's what I do. That's what I do.
Yeah.
When these motherfuckers call me and I don't answer the phone, I'm probably blacked the fuck out, drunk, mad, and sucked at my motherfucking team right now.
Yeah, I
stayed up tonight because we didn't play today.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
trust
true.
me,
That's true.
if what happened on happened on Thursday, happened today, I don't know if I'll be on this phone right now. I'll be sad, fucked up, toe up, drunk, and don't want to talk to nobody.
Yeah.
Because that's what this team do.
Yep.
That's what this fucking team do.
I was at the game on Thursday. I think I might have texted you when I got back, but it was pretty grim, man. I mean, the whole scene was just lackluster from the start of the afternoon to the end. I mean, I had a good time. I had a good time with my friends and my lady out there, but I mean, even the Niner fans didn't even really seem that pumped up until it was all over. Yeah, they were high on their victory, but at the end of the day, both fan bases leave the stadium knowing that their teams are dumpster fires and they're going nowhere. It was just, the whole thing was a facade. You talked about the shit circus a few weeks ago. That was the shit circus. The Battle of the Bay, that was a shit circus. The tickets were sold out. Nobody showed up. It was a shit circus in the stands, on the field, in the parking lot, and on this podcast, here we are talking about the shit circus.
The only thing to be excited about is the number one pick.
Yeah.
That's it. And you know what? We don't even need a number one pick at this point, because the Giants, if they get the number one pick, they picking a quarterback. So we can get the number two pick and still get Bosa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my thing. Is like, are y'all finna really draft another quarterback? Please don't do us like that. I'm begging y'all not to put us through a full rebuild. Like, that shit would have me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking maybe, okay, we rebuilding, and like Kenny said, it's going to be a fast turnaround. You know what I'm saying? We keep Carr. We fix the offensive line, because you know you're not going to be able to release Osemele. You can keep the three middle guys. You just need, actually, the left tackle is good too. Not too sure about Brandon Parker.
No.
And you got a quarterback. You need a running back. You got two scat backs. You really don't need to release them. I think DeAndre Washington should get a little bit more playing time now.
Mm-hmm.
Your offense is not that totally out of whack, and it can use better coaching. But see, this is the same shit I said last year with the team and the roster that we had. So I don't know, man. All I can do is hope and pray that this is not a full rebuild.
And I was teasing earlier on in the show that the number one overall pick is more of a curse than a blessing, because I think the areas of need where we're at, there's not a number one consensus overall pick there. That's generally a quarterback anyways.
Right.
So, I mean, if we end up on top number one overall, you really got to land a no-brainer, or you got to trade back, maybe into the 5th, maybe into the 10th spot, somewhere around there. Right. But I fully expect us to trade back with that first pick, depending on how this falls.
You won't get Bosa at 10.
I don't know about that, because he pulled himself out.
You won't get Bosa unless
he pulled himself out. I think that could
3.
hurt his draft stock. He pulled himself out to get ready for the combine. He had the abdominal strain. I'm not saying he's not, a top 5 talent. He very well could be, but we've seen injuries in a final year hurt player stock before, so he could fall. Stranger things have happened. I mean, this last year's draft was crazy.
Miles Jack had knee problems, and they said Miles Jack was only going to give you so much time in the NFL. Miles Jack is tearing shit up right now.
That's
Bro,
true.
Injuries in college don't really mean shit.
Yeah.
Some people just are unfortunate. They get injured and it carries over. That happens, and that's been happening since the dawn of football.
But for
you know what I'm saying?
but for a player to pull himself out of the league,
legit.
I mean, actually pull himself out of college, I think that can hurt your draft stock, Kane. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I think it definitely can hurt your stock when you actually pull yourself out of the league to prepare for the combine. So we'll see what happens. I mean, if he's going to put this much work in, it really comes down to, at this point, the combine and what kind of numbers he can put up there and when he can show off in front of coaches and his pro days and whatnot, because not playing in the Senior Bowl, that's going to hurt you too. But I think we have enough tape on Bosa, to your point, Kane, that we can see he is a top 5 talent. Let's just see, how he shows up after it's all washed out and how he bounces back from his injury. It might be a smart thing that he did that, knowing, hey, I'm not going to get in there this season. Let me just pull out and focus on this one thing. Would have liked to see him finish out. But maybe the kid, it's a risky move, but he's betting on himself. And as a pro athlete, who else are you going to bet on? You know what I mean? So. So it's going to be an interesting offseason. Here it is, November, Kane, and we're talking draft. But it's good to hear your voice again, man. It's good to get you back on the show, and I can't wait to meet up with all you guys next weekend. It's all about that tailgate.
Yeah, it is.
It's all about that tailgate. That's all That's all it's been about for the last 13, 15, 20 years I've been going to the game. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Except for 1 year, 2016, or maybe 4 years, the Gruden first 1.0 and then Jack Del Rio 2016. Other than that, we've been doing this rebuild shit since the dawn of time. Shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I've been a Raider fan. I was a Raider fan when we was 2-14, RCL 2.0. I'm a Raider fan now.
There it is.
It is what it is. Am I patient to wait for this? No, I'm not. Do I want this team to win before they leave Oakland? Hell, motherfucking yes.
Yeah.
Will they? Do they plan to? Nope. Am I pissed off about it? Yep. Can I do anything about it to stop it? Nope. So guess what? I'm still a Raider fan.
There it is, man. There it is with the bow on it. Right, real quick before I let you go, you mentioned 2-14. Will the Raiders win one more game this year?
Arizona. We got a chance to beat Arizona.
Okay.
All right.
Denver maybe.
Okay.
All right.
There it is. Denver maybe on Christmas Eve. That'd be magical if we can pull that out. But K-Man, thanks for coming on the show. Next week, I'll be sitting right next to you while we do the show live from A-Lot. Not live.
Will be.
We might do live. We find out there's a Wi-Fi connection there. We might be live.
That's true.
We might be live. Stay tuned.
Or we might be dead.
We might be dead. We might be blacked out.
We might die with the team during the week. We don't know what kind of they're going to make during the week.
we might be broadcasting from the paddy wagon.
Hey.
We'll find out.
There we go.
It'll be a good show.
Well, enjoy the rest of your evening, brother, and I'll see you Sunday, man.
All right, man. It's good to talk to y'all, brothers. I'll see y'all Sunday.
All right, peace.
Peace out, brother.
Peace.
Always a nice injection of energy on the
Yeah.
show when he comes on.
Yeah.
Gotta love that. Yeah, man. So what do we got left here on the docket? We got our injury update. You ready for that? This week's Oakland Raiders injury report listed pride and respectability both questionable for this Sunday.
Damn it.
Yeah. So we'll check in day to day on the pride and respectability. And we'll see if they're going to be a go for game time.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Let's do some shout outs, yeah?
I tell you what, though.
Huh.
Kenny and Che are healthy.
Yeah,
And they are a go.
We're full
Kenny,
go.
Che, and Kane,
Yeah.
healthy as fuck. We're a go.
We'll full go for Sunday.
Full go for the tailgate.
Us and the rest of the PJ4F
Come
crew.
find us. We're going to be going strong.
They should just put a whole crew out there on Sunday.
Hard in the paint.
We got, close to 30 people coming. That's almost a 53-man roster. Like, just let us back up the starters. We're good to go.
I got a jersey.
Yeah, you do.
I'm ready to go.
I want you to wear that Hall jersey.
Fuck that. Not wearing that jersey.
I think it's time to break the Hall jersey out.
If I'm wearing that jersey, I'm stripping that fucking nameplate off Well, you know what? I'm gonna strip it off, but I'm gonna save it. Cause who knows? Maybe I get a jersey has a 2 and a 9 on it at some point, and I could put that 92.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean?
That PJ Hall.
So I'm gonna strip that name tag off. I'm gonna flip those numbers, bro. I'm turning into 32.
Okay. For Marcus Allen?
Bro. Come on, bro.
Dude, Jack Tatum's 32
Well, Jack
also.
Tatum too.
Come on,
Yeah.
don't.
I mean, either one's good.
Well,
Right?
I got the Tatum. You need to rock the Allen.
Yeah,
We'll get it covered.
Marcus Allen.
Yeah.
It's Marcus.
I like to do that one at the game. I'll walk up to people and be like, nice jersey. I'm Allen or Tatum.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, most people say Allen.
I got hit with the Woodson or Lynch.
Oh, okay.
question.
Yeah.
Actually, that was actually Angria. Angria asked me
That's
that.
right.
She was like, Woodson or Lynch? And I was like, Woodson.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, all right, awesome. I think her son was rocking the same one.
You know, I don't see a lot of away game Lynch jerseys. Most of them are the home blacks. I think it's just like the mentality of Marshawn Lynch. Like you just want that all black. That just that it's just that mentality, that blacked out black hole Oakland home. It's a home jersey. Marshawn Lynch is a home player. I don't see a lot of away Lynch jerseys.
Yeah.
But you got Charles Woodson. It looks really nice and white. That pristine Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
The away jerseys look nice.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of them, but they look real nice.
I like the white, but I'll rock my black jerseys too, man.
I wore the Alzado to the battle of the bidet. Battle of the bidet is what I'm calling it.
Because you washing ass out there, bro.
Yeah.
Washing ass.
Let's do some shout outs.
Shout outs, man. Hey, by the way, before we get into it, I do not have my shout outs ready to go.
No worries.
Okay, there's a lot of them, I'm sure. In IG, I apologize. Okay? Apologize.
It's all good.
We'll get to you.
Got you covered.
We didn't forget about you, just saying.
No. We'll pick it up on the back end.
There you go.
Shout out to Rouge 900. I don't know if they meant Rogue, but you spelled it wrong, so I'm going to say Rouge. Buckle Down, Raider Steve, Angry Patel, Sassy Girl Boss. Yeah, sassy. Boba D4, Raider Dave, Yasmin Jade. Shout out to Michael Iomi, Carlos Rodriguez, Raider Watch, Hollywood Lightning, Short But Funky 82. Thank God for the Warriors. That's a nice handle for Bay Area sports fan. Thank God for the Warriors. Shout out to you. Shout out to Florence Carmela. Shout out to Yep, She's Dancing. Paul Lagroteria. That's a tough name for me. B Black Hole, Raider Tex, Better Off Red, Bastard Son of Chucky, Raider Logic, Raider Slim Jim, Just Win Baby 4. Is Carr a Raider? Question mark. Shout out to James 2100, Amanda Denise, Raider Premium, Kenny Blair, Since 71, Raiders for Life. Shout out to Says Who, Raider Guy, Raiders 916 Kings, Raider Hank, Lady Beast B, and Kenny King Jr. Who did I leave out in there? Did I give a shout out to? I think I'm leaving somebody out here. Yep. Nope.
Yep.
Oh,
nope.
Shout out to Stuart Schweigert, who's following us now.
Oh, that's right. I saw that.
Yeah. Big
Stu.
Stu.
Man. It's your boy.
Big shout out to Schweigert.
Schweigert.
Yeah, he's out there. He's doing radio now.
You remember the fan base was always calling for Schweigert to get on the field.
Yeah, he's a hitter, bro.
He was a hitter, bro.
Yeah.
He was the hitter. But then when he got some consistent play, we're like,
get him out.
Maybe not. Nah, just play Schweigert.
Yeah, now Schweigert's
You're
cool,
boy.
man. Yeah. Thanks
You're
for following us. Once a Raider, always a Raider. Sometimes it takes some time to be always a Raider.
Right.
Stu's not one of those dudes. I'm just saying sometimes it takes some time.
It's true.
To be not always a Raider.
You got to get through that what's that qualification process?
Yeah, you got to wait till your background check clears to make sure you don't act a fool. That's the Randy Moss rule.
That's right.
Randy Moss did not clear.
Nope.
He did not clear. I'm going to say Warren Sapp cleared.
Yeah.
I'm going to say he cleared because reading the book, the Behind the Raider Shield book,
yeah,
Sapp's voice is in there quite a bit.
Yeah.
And a lot of great things to say about Al Davis. So I was soured on that, but after reading that book, I was like, you know what, Sapp, you're all right, dude.
Okay.
You're all right. He seemed to really embrace being a Raider. It's just a bad time for everybody at that time.
It was. We can't blame it all on him, right?
No. Khalil Mack, you will always be a Raider, man.
Fuck yeah.
I see a lot of people still wearing their Mac jerseys, and I'm like, hey, man, what's up? Nice jersey. And they think, I'm trying to be sarcastic, and they're like, start making excuses for themselves. I'm like, look, bro, Kenny Stabler did not finish his career as an Oakland Raider either. Yet you see a lot of his jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Marcus Allen did not finish his time as a Raider either. Tim Brown was a Buccaneer.
That's right.
So, don't hang your head, man.
He did come back just to retire with the Raiders.
He did.
Though. But
he did.
But still.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But lift your head up, dude.
Yeah.
Charles Woodson won a Super Bowl with the Green Bay Packers.
He did.
But is he a Raider or is he a Packer?
He's a Raider.
He's a Raider, dude. So Khalil Mack will never win a Super Bowl with the Chicago Bears. But he will always be a Raider. And I got that feeling. I think Khalil Mack will be back in the silver and black at some point.
Oh, little Kenny Stradamus right there.
That's, yeah.
How far out, bro? Come on, let me see. I've not seen that vision yet. It's not clear yet.
I don't know. I heard a lot of people saying that, and I was like, I don't know. It's just been in my head.
Right.
And usually when like those notions just stick in my head,
a
lot of times they come true.
Like he's gonna say, like, all right, this paycheck, this stuff was nice.
Yeah.
But I really miss those fans over there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Those some good guys over there.
We'll see.
We'll see.
But you got anything else, man, before we get out of here?
Nah, man. You know what? Keep your heads up, nation. We know. It's a shit storm. It's a shit fest. There's a lot of people calling for the heads of every single motherfucker on this team, coaching staff, general manager, even the fucking owner, right? But honestly, is it anything new to you?
No.
No, it's not.
Nope.
So here we are doing what we do.
Yeah.
And we do it good.
Yeah.
Come out to the tailgate. Have some fucking fun, bro.
That's it, man. Come out, have some fun. Raise your glass, man. Because good times, bad times, Pirates, we raise our glass.
Hell yeah.
And we just keep on pillaging. So that's it for this week's show. Make sure you tune in every week wherever podcasts are found. Call in and leave a message to be played on air at 408-909-PJFF. Make sure you download the official Pillaging app, available for iOS and Android. Also, we ask that you please donate to the show. Links to our donation page is available on all of our social media. Just $1 an episode is all we ask. This is not a paywall, but if you give us $1 an episode, it helps pay for us to put this up on the servers at the very least.
That's right.
And when we get in that profit margin, we get ahead of our fees. We'd like to reinvest and bring you some new technology and just kind of keep building the quality of the show. So please, if you like the show, donate. Donations were going wild at the beginning of the season.
I know.
They're directly tied to the success of the team and the hope of the fan base. But please don't lose hope in us, man. We could use your help. Keep the wind in your sails and rum in your mug and pillage on Raider Nation. This has been a production of the Raiders Podcast Network. I'm Kenny Stapler, joined as always
by your boy Chick.
And we out here.
Peace.
Go Raiders.
Touchdown, Raiders! Like a freight train coming, you're blowing the town. Like a diesel motor, you never shut down. With your pistons pumping, you're mowing them down.
Bye.